Hello and welcome to race number 11 here at Kansas. This is the first race of the playoffs, so the aggression I think in this race will kind of ramp up more because those top 8 drivers are all on a fresh slate. You'll bring up your playoff drivers right now. And as soon as my screen will load, you have Christopher Robinson in a 00. He was your regular season champion. You have Connor LaFrance in the 22. Mark Bragan Jr. in the number 2. He is currently on your screen as we speak. Brett Murphy in the number 26. Tyler Grenot in the 81. Tristan Millette in the 99. Brady Floyd in the number 20, and last but not least, Jason Rajak barely squeezing it in there in that 924 in the 8th position. Fresh slate. We're going to see what these guys can do. So some of these people who have missed races in the season, now is your time to shine. People like Tristan, Jason, Mark missed 2 races and he still is in the playoffs, and Chris missed 1 race. So now's the time to shine. If you miss a race now, you're going to be kind of shot. You got to make these final races in the season, and those are Kansas, where we're at right now, Watkins Glen, where we will be at next week. Who knows if I'll broadcast that. It's if they need a backup guy or not. And then Martinsville, Las Vegas, and Auto Club. $15 races in the schedule. Thank you to those watching. And 22 seconds left in practice. Unfortunately, I'm told like last minute, hey, broadcaster didn't show up, and I'm like, okay, I'll do it. So I don't have as much time as I'd like to prepare, but it is what it is. Hopefully, we get some people to watch and enjoy Kansas. All right, time to watch some qualifying. All right, we got some people on track. Time to watch them. 99 Tristan Millette. See what he can do. No one set a lap yet, as it's just started. He's on his warm-up lap right now. We'll take a look and see how well the 99 does. So it looks like he is going high in 1 and 2. I believe this is a full throttle track because it is an intermediate. And as your tires wear down, then it's 4 and more off throttle time. So he's trying to get that momentum as he's blinking out on us. And he will be the third person, fourth, to complete a lap. So far he's on pole. But now is the go time lap. See what he can do in that 99 Camry he's got going there with that Chick-fil-A paint scheme. Alright. Through 3 and 4. And he will come in... six. It does. Alright, that's where that 99 is going to be 6. We got 10 people on the track so far. Currently, person sitting on pole is the 88, Ryan Andrew. Right there. He's going to exit probably like now. 36. Highest guy up there is still out on track. Finishing up his lap, and he's going to pull it and park it. 2 minutes here left in qualifying. I wish I had the ability to interview someone. Unfortunately, I do not. So, if anybody would like to ask any questions. Nope. Okay. We'll just sit and wait here in silence for 2 minutes because that's what we all like to do. We just like to sit, twiddle our thumbs as nothing goes on, staring at the screen, staring at Kansas Speedway. But actually, nah, we'll go over the lineup as they grid in a minute and 30. I don't know too many facts about Kansas Motor Speedway. It's a 1.5. It's very smooth. I believe this is a multi-lane track. That's why I think I bought it, but I haven't actually used it. Because people said it was fun to race at, and we're going to see that tonight. 1 minute left to go. Your order probably isn't going to change too much as you see the top 3 on your screen with owner Brian in second. And Parker Collins in first. Ryan Andrew in third. Oh, Cody dropped a little bit. And Francisco with his debut. So we'll talk about that probably coming up. If I had a co-host, I'd ask him questions on what his pick for tonight's race would be. My pick, probably going to be that 00. He's been strong all season. He said he likes this track. So, yeah. Strong guy saying I like this track means wins. Alright, grading's going to happen very shortly. 10 seconds left. Alright, time to see. People are grading, and we can watch cars instead of empty space. Alright, now we'll go over the order. Now that I can see everybody. Oh, Tristan hasn't graded yet. Or my ticker. Nah, my ticker is being funky. Let's see Tristan right there. His car stands out. Marshall Harris is in this field. Cool. Anyways, first is that number 18 of Parker Collins. And second is the number 23 of Lorenzo. Okay, my ticker likes to do odd numbers now. Third is going to be Ryan Andrew, and at number 88. Get a good shot going there. Outside of him is the number 36 of Cody Rivera's. And fifth is the 30 of Francisco Bacalo. And to his outside, looks like that is the 00 of Chris Robinson. Behind him, the 26 of Brett Murphy. And to his outside, the 22 of Connor LaFrance. Going to go through two more people here in the grid for a top 10. It looks like that is Darren Stapp in the 9 behind him. And behind that, switch our camera angle to be a little bigger. If he'll catch up, I can see his number. Oh, Seth Hood in the number 69. Right there. So that is your top 10 for tonight. Back up to the leader. And soon lights are out on the pace car, you dummy. Okay. Soon, pace car will go to the safety of pit road, and we'll be off racing here at Kansas. We're going to see how all these drivers anticipate the start, if that outside lane can get going, or if the inside lane is going to pull away as the leader does. We'll see how well Brian can time that in the number 23 as we are out green flag racing here at Kansas. I've said that a lot here at Kansas because I like saying here at Kansas. I'm annoying. Okay, away we go. Number 18 and the 23 got both relatively good start, but the 23 is fading on that top side. Not what we wanted to see, or not what he wanted to see, but that creates some 3-0 action there with Cody in the middle, Brett on the inside, and that battle is for 4th, actually. There's still 3 wide. Okay, Brian is out of the gas now. They're 2 wide, and they're 2 by 2 for a good portion of the field back there. As the first lap will be led by that purple car on your screen. I'm going to give you a number very shortly. Ryan Andrew. So he's no stranger to being in first. He does have... Alright, I was about to say he dropped to second, but he did not. He is maintaining that lead. But Parker Collins on the outside is hanging strong. And Francisco Bacalo in his debut race up to 3rd, fighting for 2nd. I've seen him before race. He's no stranger to leading laps. Dives in there super deep, not saving any tires though. But the stage will come out at some point. So, saving tires may not be a priority. But he goes high and falls back to 4th. Brian Andrew, though, he got into the lead and then he went high. Interesting. Whether, I don't know if they want to save fuel too, but he got a good run off of the turn, so it can't be that he's trying to give up the lead. He's battling very strong on the top side. As Collins on the inside is able to try and get a run on him. However, he will not lead this lap. That will go to Andrew. Yellow is out. We'll see what happened. Alright, I apologize. I cannot find who the heck caused this. I see a lot of smoke, so it's probably a self-spin. Brian dropped way back. We'll take a look and see what Brian did. Oh, penalties are out. 41. David Yellhan for causing the yellow. We'll see what he did. Want to get on my screen, we'll go shortly. And yeah, Brian was collected. Alright, take a look at the 41. Go to the turn. Loose. Overcorrected into Brian. This is in the back. And a lot of tire smoke, so that's why you saw all that smoke on the front straightaway. And not really any damage. 41's in the back, though, so EOL is not really going to affect him, although he does have some aero. And we'll get back up to the lead. Alright, I'm getting faster at this. So, not too much different from the start. And we'll have to see how well Ryan Andrew does. Starting first. And most of these guys, I believe, are going to be on used tires because it is on lap number 7. I did see that David pitted for some fresh tires using a set already on lap 7. Maybe he shot them by spinning, and he's figuring that use an extra set now and save on later. Maybe. All I can do is speculate, and most of the time I'm wrong, but I can't ever show I'm wrong. So I'm always going to be right. Or I always need to think I'm right. No lights on the pace car. And it will go away soon, and we will go back racing. The first green stint only lasted 7 laps. We'll see if these drivers got it out of their system, or if cautions will breed cautions. It is a long race, 110 laps here. I did see the stage will be on lap 45. Cutting it almost halfway. Like 10 laps short of halfway. But if these drivers can make it to there on fuel, that second stint is going to be a breeze. A little longer than what we usually see. We usually see it to be like 1/3 towards a half, not as close to a half as this.
Green.
But I don't make the rules, and I am going to enjoy this race. Away Ryan Andrew goes with a great start. Parker Collins has nothing to give him. He has to slot back in second. And already the gap is 2.3 seconds. Behind is a hungry pack of cars. We can see that green on Jason's car. He wanted to put that on there to signify that he is in the playoffs. And he is slowly creeping his way back up from where he started. You just saw a lead change. A little wiggle out of Brett Murphy in the 26. Starting lap number 10. We will see if the top side can prevail or if Parker Collins can drive it in there and beat him off. It looks like Parker will be able to do that. Oh, no, he didn't. Andrew was able to still get the run off the corner after tapping the wall. That was interesting. Was not expecting that. And the fan out, you can see that 3 or 4 wide there in the back. It's 3 wide, but still, it's interesting. These guys are being aggressive, even though it's the playoffs and like half of these guys are out of it. Contact to Brett. Brett saves it. Has to go down on the apron though, and that'll lose him a few positions. Tristan trying to also take advantage of that too. As Brett Murphy is now getting swarmed by the 36 and 22 into the back of your screen, being put 3 wide. Chris Robinson looking for 3 wide for the lead. Right now it is 2 wide for second, as Parker Collins was able to escape that mess. Chris is going to drive it in deep, slides up the track. Thankfully, he does have the 88 clear, or that would be track number 2 of tonight. In that 00 Mustang is up to second position. Bobbing and weaving, trying to get a run. The 88 going all the way to the top. It worked for him before. It will not work for him now. It's Tristan Millette easily able to slide up in there. Darren Staff now trying to see if he can get a run on him as well. Ryan Andrew down to 4th in a matter of a lap. That's how quick it happens here. You can see that entire train behind you. These cars are okay. He slapped the wall big time. He's trying that Kyle Larson line up there and it is not working out. As Francisco will try and peek his nose down there. Alright, it looks like he is committing down there. They'll send the 88 down to 5th. Maybe down to 6th. If Darren can sneak down there. Doesn't look like he can though. The leader has not pulled away too much. And now Tristan, having a quiet season, is fighting for second, showing that strength that he had last year, that he was a top competitor. And right now, 3rd position, maybe 4th in a lap, but 3rd position right now. He's doing very strong, trying very hard to get that win, and he's in the playoffs too, so he's got to give it everything he's got for these 6 races here. 6 or 5. Yep, 5 races in the playoffs. The front 2 are starting to break away now. And that gap is 0.4 seconds between Ryan Andrew and Chris Robinson. However, Chris is putting on the pressure, trying to get those stage points, trying to lock himself in for a championship. Stage points are going to matter here. And if you do not get stage points, not going to be looking good for you. Chris Robinson's been strong all season long. He does have a few wins to his name, but not a dominant season by anyone by any means. However, I think consistency is going to be the key here in the playoffs. It's only race 1 though, and next week we are going to a road course, so that's going to be a curveball for a lot of these guys. Oh boy, I keep on talking. Sorry about that. Bell's on though for second. Does not look like Brian Andrews is saving his tires. After slapping the ball, sliding it in there, we'll see how well that 8-8 machine lasts at the end. Maybe he can shock me. He's up to third now. Just past Tristan Millette, trying to get to second now. And Parker Collins is 4/10 ahead. He broke away from Chris Robinson. This is starting to be a long green flag run. I wonder if the next caution we were going to see would be the stage caution.
Caution, yellow flag.
Ah, my gosh. I'm so sorry. Alright, we'll have to take a look and see what this is. Alright, we'll take a look. Now you have to see. And fabulous. Loading the screen right there. We'll take a look. Who caused the wreck to give us some entertainment for tonight? To see who the penalty is given for if there's no damage. Ooh. Brian's all crunched up. As he wasn't involved. Instead, it was the 32. Where's the 32? Quinn Gingrich. Oh no, he barely missed out on playoffs by a few points. I would say Quinn is the cause of it, though. We'll take a look at it. Wow, that was a nice save, keeping it off of the inside wall. If he saved it, though, I'm not sure why that's a caution. But it looks like that 45 was way lower than what he should have been. So I'm not really going to blame Quinn on this one. We'll see what the race control says. Wait, was that not the cause? It says the cause is by the 9. Hold on. We are going to have to take a look again. That was not the incident we were all thinking. Okay. Okay, here is the cause of the caution. Take a look at the 9 car. Up into the outside wall. Bryn nowhere to go. But Darren saves it. Okay, Gas gave him the OL. I don't know. Oh, Alright, sorry about that. There was 2 incidents, and I was trying to figure out which one actually was it. But it looks like Chris got a good jump to 22 with a great jump, too. Battling side by side. I wonder if some of these... I can't freaking talk. I wonder if some of these guys got tires to try and make it to the end. Who is the cause this time? I didn't even have time to hit the button for the volume. Holy cow. Alright. We'll see who in the world caused it. Maybe it was just a stack up on the start, but these guys are close together. Alright, I believe this is the cause right here. Take a look at the 23. Gotta get quick at this. 23 trailing this group of cars. He peaks to make it 4 wide. He does. Oh, the 9 got into the 32. 32 up into the 23, and that was a big collision. We'll see penalties for this one, because this one, I think the blame is more evident than it is last time. Alright, these guys are rejoining the field. I did not have enough time to see who got your EOL. So I'll have to take a look if there's another caution. I hope there's not. But cautions breed cautions. And I gotta get up to the leader this time. Gotta get up there as quick as possible. Actually, you know what? I think maybe the admins decided to remove some of the pace laps. And if that was the case, then that can't really be my fault for not getting up there because I'm trying to show the replay. But anyways, I'm going to do my best I can, and they also want to race too. So it's just a balance between the two, and just don't yell at me, please. And no lights are on the pace car. We're going to go green flag racing shortly. Going down the backstretch, Chris Robinson is still your leader with your stage still being on lap number 45, which if I do a quick little math, that is 18 laps from now? Question mark? Pace car goes away. Green flag is out. It looks like here they go. Waiting for that green flag to drop. Once again, another great start from the 00. 22 comes to cover the inside, covering Brett Murphy. Brett Murphy either giving him a... doesn't look like Brett Murphy cut him a break there. Probably give him a little shove entering the turn. And so far, so good. We got to this point last time, and there was a caution. So it looks like it was just a fluke accident. That's a big wad of cars behind him, though. So these drivers are doing very well, trying their best to keep off of each other. Mistakes do happen. And Chris Robinson has set sail already. 0.283 second gap between Connor LaFrance and the 22. Both these guys being playoff drivers. And most of these guys up here are playoff drivers. Makes sense because they're fast. You can see them duking it out back there. So if you're a fan watching this race, that would be great to see. Lots of 3-wide action, especially in the middle to the rear of the pack. Up front, a lot of these guys are single filed out. And Parker Collins trying to get that inside to work as he has all race long. Currently in the second position. See if he can slide up in front of the 22. It looks like he can. He's now trying to go for the lead, giving us some entertainment as he's on the inside. I believe he led that lap. Dives in there super deep. Chris Robinson up high. 18 to the front. 99 trying to follow suit. Also going to dive it in deep. Slide up. So tire call is probably going to give someone the stage win. As there is a wreck. Are they saving it? Are they saving it? Jason Rajak through the grass, losing a ton of track position. They save it though. Lots of damage to both him and the 22. No caution is out. As everybody managed to avoid him. Not sure what caused that. But he lost a ton of time. He was there in that top 8. Now down to 14th. Seeing what he can get. The 41 slaps the wall behind him. Unfortunately, not the night he wants for the first round of the playoffs. He's got to have a pretty consistent one. It's not round-based like current NASCAR. Who has the best average? So it is not forgiving if you have a really bad night. Well, if you do have a really bad night, you're going to have some really great nights. As the 30 is just stuck there. What happened to the 30? Oh, no, he's doing so well earlier, too. Heavy damage to that left side of the car. It looks like he slapped the wall hard. And the car just stopped. His steering's got to be messed up as he's a talented driver, but he just can't keep it off of the wall. Probably trying to get it down pit road, and I believe Francisco's debut night going to go up in smoke. Staying out there on the track, though, for as long as he can, but we have a battle for the lead. Parker Collins leading. Tristan Millette in second. These guys will probably duke it out until the stage. As a lot of these guys have spread out now due to those freak accidents that were not cautions, causing people to spread out. Tristan drafting though, trying to see if he can get a good run off. He is running higher though. 18 dives it in more. Causes him to slide up. But Tristan Millette there on that outside with the momentum. Going to carry that into 1 and 2. Can't do anything with it quite yet. Still running 1 lane higher than the 18. Even though both of them moved up. Looks like he is falling back a little bit now. Maybe he wore his tires. I don't know what that 18's doing, though. He's doing a great job saving tires here. As it looks like he dives it in deep every time, and that usually would wear your tires down, but it looks like he still has some tires left. So it's gotta be a pit decision for that 18. Maybe take one or two stops to try and give that fresh rubber to get the stage. We'll see if his tires can last the remaining of the race, though. Trying to get him a win to the season. Almost at that 5 laps to go mark for the stage. And the 18 actually isn't in the playoffs, but Tristan Millette is. 5 away from the leader. That's based on stage points that these guys have gotten all season long. Here we go. 5 laps to go in the stage. And Parker Collins hold off Tristan Millette. He's blinking. So I think I can tell where he is. It's approximately 3 to 4 car lengths off of that 18. He's going to have to dive it in super deep, and hopefully it sticks if he wants to get that stage win. Or if he plays it safe, they'll get those bonus points, as Parker Collins, Tristan Millette, and Ryan Andrew are currently in the top 3, which those are the positions stage points. And the 88 is also not in the playoffs, so that would give Tristan a big jump if he can maintain second or get higher. Or even if he was third, it'd still be a big jump. Coming to 3 to go this time by. Looks like that 18 is pulling away. And that gap is approximately a second. Looks like Tristan killed his tires trying to get to him. Parker Collins, though, did not kill his tires. But Ryan Andrews setting up Tristan Millette. Maybe trying to pounce for that second place position. Brian Lorenzo just past Darren for the 4th position, but they are 2 seconds off. Probably not going to catch them and get stage points. This is the last lap in the stage. As soon as Parker, Tristan, and Ryan pass the start-finish line, caution would be thrown. The lead is up to 1.4 seconds. And caution should be thrown. It is Parker Collins, Tristan Millette, Ryan Andrew. Tristan was able to hold off for that second position. Only playoff driver to get points. All right, looking good for Tristan right now. Where did that 00 fade off to? Looks like Marshall left. The 00 fell to 8th. But right now, these guys are going to have to pit for tires. And we'll see. The entire field should be coming down pit road, as everybody stacks up on the pace car, just waiting for them to come down, and they had such a large lead. We'll see them slowly stacking in as the top 3 are here. Like the 99 either tailgating or congratulatory bump Looks like pit road is open though. As these guys come down pit lane. All followed by Parker Collins and the number 18. You can see the entire field comes down. You'll look at the other side of pit lane. That is not a good angle. Trying to find the race off of pit road. We're going to look at a pit stop from the 18. See if he can get out there. Or if Tristan Millett can pull off a very fast pit stop. That 18 being in that first pit stall. It's looking good for him to beat everybody off as the left side goes up. And now the right side. Ryan Andrew is close, I can tell. Tristan Millett is off. Ryan Andrew is off. And it looks like the 88 beat the 90. No, he didn't. These guys maintain their order. Tristan keeps on blinking at me. Darren came off 4th. Quinn came off 5th. What in the world happened to Brian? Brian 23 is coming up right now. Yikes. He's probably repairing damage. Because Brian sent back down to 15th. If he manually repaired it, that makes sense. Gonna try and rebound in that 23. Power up, pump it up, GameStop, whatever. Camry. Yeah, see, there's absolutely no time to go through ads or review stuff. Is there's no lights on the pace car, so they're clearly shortening these laps for the drivers to get some more laps racing. We have 4 cautions so far. One of those being the stage, 3 actual cautions, and 40, almost 50 laps, so that's not bad. And a few of those were simple. I got loose and overcorrected. It happens. There is only one major wreck so far. And I don't have time to see if he got, or if anyone got the EOL. If there's another caution, I'll have to take a look for you guys. Pace car goes away, waiting for a green. We'll see when he jumps. He goes on green, just like everybody else has. And then 99 with a decent jump, but he is down back a little bit. There is a slot open for that 99 if he wants to join. As he comes down now. He was watching the broadcast and was like, ooh, I'm clear. But he is trying to get a run on that outside. He's been trying to get that outside to work all day long. Solid pit stop by the 99. Didn't lose any positions, didn't gain though. But that's a big wiggle. Saves it though, up high. And Andrew. Caution's out. 81 around. We're going to have to take a look at that. All right, take a look at the 81. It's a little loose, little tap from the 2. Jason involved again in something. And that ruined the front end of Tyler's car. Is Tyler a playoff driver? Tyler is a playoff driver, so that is unfortunate there. Him and Jason have not had a good showing in their first race, and there isn't a Final Four to try and win your way in or make it up there to duke it out with someone. So guys are probably going to have to step it up next race. Alright, and I told you I'd give you guys a recap on the penalties. That one where there was a big cluster of cars, there wasn't any penalties given for that. This one, race control can analyze it more than I can, and they said that the 81 is getting the penalty for that. So there may not have been contact with him in the 2, and it looked like there was, but maybe there wasn't. Who knows? Parker Collins is going to have to lead them to green once again. Probably no lights on the pace car. Yup. No lights on the pace car. Alright, we're almost halfway of this race. Hopefully we don't have to use our 3 green-white checkered attempts.
Green flag, green flag.
Green is out. This mimics the same as last time, however, 4th place is a little different. 4th place is all over the back end of Tristan as Darren lets off for the corner. That's going to cost him a little time, as he's under pressure from the 32 who was involved in the wreck earlier on. Recovered though after avoiding some of these recent mishaps, and is fighting for 3rd. Got a 3-way battle here for the 3rd position. Tristan Millett. Oh, contact to the 18. He saves it. He's not fully saved yet, and now he is, but he's getting swarmed. Drivers did a good job avoiding him. However, 18 fell back to, and yikes. Looks like they're a 3 wide. I'm not sure who came up, who came down. Well, Parker Collins got the worst of it, and this is the first time that we've seen him in a large cluster of cars like this. So hopefully he can fight his way through this. If not, that's going to be one tough journey for him. But Tristan Millett, who was able to pass his way into 1st, was able to avoid this entire mess behind him. And he has a 0.4 second gap. He keeps on blinking though. So we're going to watch Andrew for a little bit. Gap is closing up though, down to 0.2. See if Tristan can hold on. Gonna have to hold on for, he's just over halfway this time by 1 lap. So maybe there'll be another lead change or not, but it is in Tristan's hands for him to make it or break it. One great race for that 99, who has been having a very average season. So if he can gain some momentum here, that would be great. But Ryan Andrew Gonna try and spoil the party. Trying to climb up to the inside. He will not lead that lap though. But they are still side by side going into 1 and 2. And Ryan Andrew will slide up. And Tristan cannot do the crossover. He's going to have to stick into the draft. Back down into the second position. But new leader, Ryan Andrew in the number 88. Well, another lead change, I should say. He's not new to leading tonight. But Tristan wants that lead back. He's going to dive it in deep. Slides up. Did not slide in front of him. But he is on his quarter, which means that he does have the lane for turns 3 and 4. Going to try it once again. Even deeper. He's going to slide up right in front of Ryan. Ryan's going to try and do the crossover. See if he can reciprocate that in 1 and 2. And he will dive it in deep. Slide up with plenty of real estate in front of him. And he is back into the lead. While all this is going on, the group of cars behind him is staying close. And Chris Robinson has worked his way up to third. And these guys keep on trying to duke it out. Gonna help Chris catch up even farther. He's currently 3/10 away off of second. But at this rate, he is going to come up and try and be a contender for the win. I don't think anyone's really been in dominant fashion. People have had large leads, like Parker Collins, who's up to 5th after falling way back. Chris Robinson had a big lead at one point. I think he lost it due to pit cycles. Or not pit cycles, but pit strategy. We do remember that Ryan Andrew was running very close to the wall earlier, and that has not changed. Tristan is still trying to keep his car 1 lane different from the leader. So this time, because Ryan likes having it towards the wall, Tristan's trying to keep his car 1 lane lower than the leader. Before, when Parker was the leader, he tried to keep it 1 lane higher than him. Trying to keep that fresh, clean air on the nose so it doesn't cause him to fall back. But now he has to deal with Robinson for a third position as he has caught up. Actually lost a little exit in that turn. But he was put on pressure a little bit, and now, just in a flash, Tristan Millette is now trying to put pressure on Ryan Andrew once again. Less than a 10th away from him. Looking low in the turn. That gap stays constant on exit off. .99 into the wall. Now he's going to get swarmed. Ew. That was aggressive. And now it's going to cost him. Parker Collins, though, taking advantage of that up to 4th. He's going to dive in super deep, though, against Brady in at 20. That Atkinson Designs, number 20 Ford Mustang. Up to the 3rd position. But Tristan Millette battling Parker once again, diving in super deep onto the inside, trying to get into the 4th position. That will not work out, though, as the 22 of Connor LaFrance is able to sneak his way in there. It looks like the tires on that 99 are starting to go away. He's going to need a caution. We're nearing to be 40 laps to go in this race. Coming down. We're not quite done yet with passing and lead changes or cautions. As you saw on the back of your screen, the 22 got a bump, went way down the track. Saved it though, just like Lewis and a lot of today. Being put 3 wide. However, I do think that has some damage to Parker Collins' car, so it might not be as good as it was, and that's a indent on the back bumper of the 22. Shouldn't affect him too much. But he is dropped to 8th. Trying to see what he can do. Little moment out of the 26 there. And that'll give Darren Staff the what position? The 10th position. Tyler Grunt out loose. Saves it. 2 into the wall though. He's spinning. Onto the apron. And yellow flag is out. I saw it this time. He just got loose on his own. But he was talented enough to keep it off of people, so that was good. See, however, that is going to cost him. He's down to 18th. He was around that 12th area, looking for a top 10, but gonna have to try and hoop what he can. Lap number 71 out of 110. Caution number 5, because I'm not counting the stage caution for tonight. Alright, you saw in our SRTV nonstop that these guys went down pit road. And the race off of pit road is interesting. A lot of cars are inside each other. But terrible pit stop for Ryan Andrew. Absolutely terrible. He's currently in the 3rd position. Chris Robinson, though, with a great pit stop, able to get the lead out of that. Brady Floyd also getting a position, putting that number 20 car into 2nd. I don't know where Brian was, but he's now out in 4th. And Parker retained his. Still lights on the pace car. So soon we're going to see no lights. Because I am dead positive that they are, yup. We would see the countdown goes 2 lights and 1 light. But yeah. They're trying to give these drivers as much racing as possible. We'll see if there are any more cautions. A lot of these are isolated incidents. Does not look like that 2-car got a penalty, though. Yeah, it looks like he just got a ZOL. Pace car went away once again, and we are going to try and go green flag racing, trying to fill the remainder of this race with some green flag racing. And these guys have been doing well for the most part. Does not look like we are going to have any green flag stops. And away they get going, though. Chris Robinson with a great start. Brady Floyd with a not great start. Maybe he spun the tires, but starting at second. And the outside lane didn't go. Tristan Millette in the 99 spinning up into the wall. We're going to have to see what happened there. We just saw his car sideways. I do not know what put it sideways. All right, time to see what happened. Little wiggle. Not much he could do because he was being pushed heavy by the 81. Backs the car up into the outside wall. Nothing he could really do. See what race control thinks of that. And Tristan's probably going to pit for damage. And have to try and fight his way back again from the back of the pack. Unfortunate for him as he's been leading. Not the majority, but leading quite a few laps here. In stage points, he's going to have to try and do it once again from the rear of the field. Alright, that was deemed a racing deal, and I do agree with that call. That was a good call there. Tristan Millette, though, using his one fast repair on that incident. Fresh new 99 Chick-fil-A Camry. And the other people who come down pit road are trying to repair damage themselves manually. Being the 22 and 30, he comes back out onto the track. Probably in the 17th position. Gonna have to try and fight for it once again. As fellow playoff driver Chris Robinson, the guy that people do not want to see have a good night, currently in first. As the closest playoff driver to him is Brady Floyd in fourth. Brady Floyd also having a very up and down season, but if he gets consistent, he very well could be a threat. However, that consistency has not been there this season due to no fault of his own. Take a wild guess and no lights on the pace car. Can't even pace car. There they go, they caught up. It is go time, so these drivers are being very aggressive as the cause for that wreck was just pure aggression, but they couldn't really keep off each other. They were so close.
Green, green, green.
Green flag is off. We'll see if the idiot can get a better jump this time, and he does. Brady Floyd, though, trying to jump down to the inside. He goes to the outside. As he will take over the third position, it looks like. And there was a little wiggle out of that 00. And guess who's battling for the crush behind? Tyler's race is done with that crash right there. We're going to see what happened, though. It looks like the person we need to watch is Quinn Gingrich. All right, hopefully that told the story right there. It looks like a few drivers will have their nights done. The 81's night is done for sure. We're going to have to see the 924 can get that car repaired. Once again, he's been a crash magnet. And we do see the 924 did pit for damage. Looks like what he could done. The bumper is still wrinkled. But he's back out there competing. I did not see anyone leave the session yet. There's Tyler still in it, trying to get that car. But Jason is down a lap from that incident. Tyler Grenot is also down a lap, and Quinn Gingrich is down 2 laps and got the EOL for being the cause of the caution. So if Jason can avoid a wreck, I know that is
Green flag,
interesting
green
to say.
flag.
Green flag is out, so stop talking and we're going. He blinked on me. That was not my fault. But he got a great start. The 18 looked like he was sleeping a little bit, as it's a 4/10-second gap to the lead. But Parker Collins, though, is going to be digging deep, trying to see what he can. And he is. He's going to get a big run out of the turn, cutting that gap in half. And still closing. Wrecking behind 45 into the 22.
The yellow flag is out.
All right, here it is. First one to find it. I am the only one trying to find it. But take a look at the 45 and take a look at what happens to him. I was about to spoil it. So, gets a little loose, taps the wall, comes down to the track into the 22. Simple racing deal, but we've seen a lot of those. Caution number 8 here, lap number 84 out of 110. We are going to go under the pace car once again. However, I do believe we're going to see if the 924 got or was the lucky dog contender. I'll have to take a look at him. Oh, I'm not up to everybody yet. Alright. We'll be back. And yes, Jason Ujak is your lucky dog here. He comes around the field. He's going to go to the tail end of the longest line. But he is now on the lead lap. And we'll get back up to the leaders because they're going to go green shortly. Lights are out on the pace car. Oh, no, they're not. They left the lights on. Probably for the lap guys. Give them some time to meet up to the rest of the field, so. That's a smart call. However, as soon as Jason does meet the field, the lights are going to go out. Also, if no one is pitting too. People may be pitting for damage like the 45. Yeah, looks like Andretti did pit. However, that car is still messed up. Did Connor pit? I can see some damage on that right. Doesn't. He might have pitted. We're waiting for everybody to catch up to the field. And Jason pitted too. You can see those people in the back there. Keeps on blinking. We're going to put it to someone else. And maybe that'll be better. Lights are out on pace car, meaning everybody has probably rejoined the field. You can see the 924 on the apron because he was the lucky dog, giving everybody their spots back that he gained. And he's going to have to try again from the rear, see if he can get up to the front. Well, he hasn't really been in the front, but See how far he can get. Sorry, Jason. And yeah, it looks like Tyler's trying to repair that damage. If there are cautions, he's going to enjoy that. But you could tell he did have engine damage, and he's actually trying to repair that all. He didn't just leave the session, so credits to him. I'll give you like 2 seconds of TV time. They're all jumping up to the pace car. And pace car will go down pit road, waiting once again.
Green, green, green.
Green flag is off. 32 jumped to the apron. I'm not sure why. But Parker is able to find a slot down to the inside, and he does actually. Looks like it is the better way. Brady, though, in the 20 on the outside, trying to see if he can get a run into the 4th position. Well, Mark Brannigan Jr., I believe he was involved in some early incidents, is now up there in the 4th position. I'm not talking about him much as he has been pretty quiet all day, just keeping that car clean. Not been a magnet. He's been in a few crashes. But we do have a battle for the lead, and this is more important to talk about. Parker to the inside. Chris on that outside lane is even a good fight, but this is the first time that we've seen Chris be challenged. As I believe the other times that he's got it before are when the leaders had issues or due to pit strategy. I think it's due to pit strategy. He's got the lead before. So this is the first time that he's actually been challenged for the lead. Is Parker will dive it in deep. Currently ahead. See if he can slide in line. He cannot. But he's still on the inside line. He's going to try one more dive. Diving in super deep as he's been doing it all day long. Still cannot slot up ahead though as they were side by side coming across the stripe. Chris still led that lap, but they were side by side entering 1 and 2. I believe this is a strong point where Parker is. He is currently in the lead. Dives in deep. He's going to have to slot up right now. And he does, but Chris trying to do the undercut with ease. Slots it back in line. And retakes over the lead once again. So Parker's going to have to try and do another attempt. As he's underneath him, trying to do the same thing in 3 and 4. And he has him cleared, and it does not look like Chris can do the undercut like he did last time. Weber, he is trying to dive it in super deep once again. Is not cleared though. And will come out of the turn side by side with the 18. Looks like he has to. He is trying to dive it in one more time. These guys are putting on a great show. Dives it in deep. Slides up the track. Parker will try and take the undercut. 1 and 2. That's what these guys have been doing all day long. And he will retain the lead. And it looks like Ryan Andrew, though, in the 3rd position, will try and challenge Chris for that. Cannot quite do it as they opt to slot back in line. Single file down through 6th position. Parker, though, taking a very defensive line through 1 and 2, seeing what he can do. Stop blinking on me. Is that a... Whoa, that was close. They were blocking each other there, coming down the straightaway. And both of these guys are in their comfortable positions. Parker Collins on that inside lane. Chris Robinson, though, on the outside. He gave him that outside lane. And it cost him the lead this time. He was not able to get the run off like he did earlier. Both these guys like those lanes, but that outside lane does have the momentum. They have to be something. Words. That's gonna have to be something to consider. Barb Parker in these closing laps. 14 laps to go here, or 15 laps to go, so it's a good point to mention that. Looks like he got into the wall, gonna have to give up the second position, falling back to third. Mark Brannigan Jr., playoff contender, and Brady Floyd, a playoff contender, trying to take away those positions too. So that little mishap right there sent him down all the way to the 5th position. Contact!
Caution, yellow flag.
Brady Floyd is just a top. I believe this one could have been avoided. We'll take a look, see who's at fault. Hopefully Brady's got a fast repair. I believe he does, because he's going to need it. You cannot repair that car. All right, we're going to take a look at this from the perspective of the 23. If I can get a camera angle I want. This is going to be a good view to try and determine if anyone is at fault. From that angle, I wonder if Brady didn't realize that he was on his outside. I'm not sure, but that stinks for both of them. Damage to both very competitive cars. Brady being in the playoffs, who needed a good showing tonight. All right, I am not sure who took the penalty there. If that was deemed a racing incident or not. Take a look at the 18. 18 was in the pits. Not the 20. 20 does have a fresh new car. Pitted though. We're gonna see who got the EOL, or if that was deemed racing incident. Alright, I am looking. I don't see anything yet. No penalties. Alright. Interesting. Very interesting. Was not expecting that. Alright, yeah, Chris. 10 cautions, but however, one of those was the stage, so it's 9 actual cautions in the race, and a lot of them have been like a mini green flag run, and then there was like the simple incident, and then they stack them all up again, and then they wreck for a little bigger incident, such as this one. Unfortunately, that's how a lot of them have gone. Cautions cause cautions, and that is definitely the case. There aren't any lights on the pace car, and maybe we'll be, yeah, we should be going green. Chris chose the outside. Very interesting. That wasn't a jump, but he's starting a lot later than the 88, and that's gonna cost him. That outside lane is going, and that inside lane is not. There's a crash in the back. All right, take a look at the 18. Just joining the field. That was most definitely netcode. However, I don't know if that move is legal in this league. Kind of pulling a Kyle Busch on the entire field, but it is a paint scheme, so we'll see if they'll allow. No, I'm joking. I have no idea if that is actually allowed here. Caution number 10. So Chris, now you're right. Get you back up to the front. And we'll try this once again. Race is going to be closing down now. He's waiting for his damage to be fixed. I guarantee you he does not have any more fast repairs left. And that race, or that incident right there, even though it was netcode, is going to end Parker's night. So he will not be able to contend for a win here. They are waiting for something though, or giving some people some time, as the lights are still on the pace car. Alright, now there are no more lights on the pace car. And we'll try to rack them, stack them, and hopefully not wreck them. As there are 5 laps to go in this event here tonight. And they're all stacked up like this. I would not be shocked if there was at least one more caution. Hopefully not, but this is a great scenario for more racks and more hearts to be torn apart, I guess. We'll see if Chris Robinson can bring home another win to the season, or if someone else can come steal the win. Tristan Millette, who we talked earlier, dropping all the way back, is in the 6th position. And Jason is up to 11th. Francisco is up to 10th. I'm trying to think of some people that fell back quite significantly. Brian fell back in the beginning. He's 5th right now. And away they go. Green flag is out. Tristan did not go. He drops to the inside. It looks like he missed a shift. He takes a smart move down to the inside. Or if he's got damage. Or no tires. But either way, his race might be done if he doesn't have any tires left. There is a battle for the 2nd position, or 3rd position. Mark Brannigan trying to slot his way in front of Brett Murphy. Brett Murphy, though, very close, wheel to wheel. Down the straight, still side by side, and he wrecks him. '26 somehow saved that, as he's being put 3 wide currently with Seth Hood and Jason Rajak. Still 3 wide, but there are 3 laps to go. We'll see if anybody can beat leaders Ryan Andrews. Dive it in there deep. He currently has the lead, but Chris Robinson with a run off will keep it. Brian Lorenzo, though, up to the 3rd position. Not sure what his high has been today, but Brian's is definitely up there, as I believe there was contact between Ryan Andrew and Chris Robinson. His white flag is out in the air. 1 lap to go. Keeger at Kansas. It is a battle for the finish. Any of these 5 drivers can get it. Currently, Ryan has it by a little bit. We'll also see if they wreck. They're so close to each other. Down the back stretch, though, Chris Robinson with a move off. He dives in there super deep, though. Chris got loose. That might have been the nail onto the coffin. Brady Floyd, though, saves it in the back. And Ryan Andrew will win here tonight. Chris Robinson in 2nd. Mark Brannigan in 3rd. Brian Lorenzo in 4th. Brady Floyd in 5th. Not sure if that's a congratulatory bump or if that's a watch your bumper next time. Because I believe they did have some contact there at the end. Thankfully, we did not need to go into overtime, as I was expecting. But the winner tonight is Ryan Andrew in that 88. Going to burn it down here tonight for his team, and Junior Nation, I believe, is on the car. There you go. He will park it down for us there. And we will have to talk to some people for interviews very shortly. If some people are in general that I can bring up. In general, I see a bunch of people, but not any of the top three. We'll have to message some people. And our third place driver was not. Oh, Mark Brannigan. All right, and we'll see if we can get any of them. All right, Mark showed up, so we're going to interview him first. He came home in the third position, what we wanted, and we'll talk to him right now. Oh. Hey, Mark, it's Matt in the booth. You copy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, so that was a great run to the end there. So how was it for you and your number 2 car there?
Well, we had no track position the whole race, and at the end we started to get it back. A couple wrecks happened in front of me, and we brought the number 2 car home in P3 today. It's good momentum for next week at the Glen. One of my favorite tracks. So
Yeah, it's good for you. And I believe you are a playoff driver. Yes, you are. So it is going to give you some good points too to try and compete for that finish.
yeah, I was just hoping today that if I couldn't win it or one of my teammates couldn't win it, that Christopher wouldn't win it. I think he's one of the one of the biggest um, like the biggest competition that most of us have in here. So glad to see Ryan get it. Not one of the Penske Fords today, but if we can have it, at least someone other than Christopher got it.
Yeah, I know. Chris is going to be a major threat for everybody in the championship. But yeah, nice run for you. Before we let you go though, is there anyone you want to thank for your performance tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my teammates Connor, Ty wrecked out, so he was spotting for me a little bit there at the end. Brian for the league, and you for coming in clutch and broadcasting this.
All right, well, congrats on your third place position and have a great night.
Thank you, you too.
All right, that was Mark Brannigan Jr. coming home in the third place position. He did have to recover from a few wrecks and brought it home, and a good for Team Penske, I believe they call themselves. So up next, we're going to bring in Christopher Robinson. Hey, Christopher, it's Matt in the booth. You copy? Hey,
All right,
Christopher.
I'm sorry about that.
Hey, you copy?
Yeah, I don't know what happened right there, but yeah, I got you.
All right, yeah. For some reason, you went back to general. I don't know how.
Yeah, my bad.
But second place position, I'm sure you wanted to win there, but you still had a great points night for you and your team. So can you walk us through what was happening there in those closing laps as you're battling some different drivers for the lead there coming to the finish?
What was I don't know. I feel bad for that restart previously. I feel like I ruined a couple people's races, but I don't know. It was just racing hard, and he was probably better than me right there. But I did make some mistakes. Like he just outplayed me. He outbrained me. He just outsmarted me. So I can't complain about that. It sucks I didn't win. But it sucks that this is my number one track. This is my favorite track. I'm really good at it. I feel I'm really good at it, but I just can't get a win here. This is like the second or third race in coast to coast where I just can't win, and I've been pretty good, but I just can't win. It's frustrating, but second place is still good. Not where I want to be, but I don't know. It was good. He good win to Ryan. He outsmarted me right there.
All right, yeah, you were looking very fast there at the end. Definitely one of the favorites. So yeah, you are good at this track, but you did come away with some good points and taking the championship lead as of now with 4 races left. So how does it look heading into those other races, including one of those being a road course?
I feel pretty confident with the road course. What are the next 4 tracks? I haven't seen the schedule. Do you know it?
Yeah, next week we are going to Watkins Glen. After that, Martinsville, then Las Vegas, and then Auto Club.
I feel that it's gonna be a good race at Watkins Glen. I still think I don't know. I think I'm gonna do well, but from Charlotte Roval, the other road course that we did early in the season, Mark Brannigan, he was on my tail, but I pulled away with the win. So it'll be good to have a good race with him at Watkins Glen. Uh, yeah, I'm pretty confident in the. I don't know. I've never driven Martinsville, so I can't really speak on that. But I know Auto Club is also one of my strong tracks, and Las Vegas is also it's probably my number 2 strong track. It I don't know. It's gonna be fun. It's definitely gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to Las Vegas and Auto Club, and of course the road course. But I'm definitely Auto Club and Las Vegas. I'm gonna have to do some practice at Martinsville.
Yeah, you're definitely making the field worried there by having some of your strong tracks there in the schedule. But before we let you go, anyone you want to thank for your performance tonight?
I would like to thank Andretti Autosport for giving me the fast Mustang. I would like to thank V-Lone, Don Julio, myself for making the scheme, but also V-Lone and Don Julio. And yeah, I think that's it.
All right, well, once again, congratulations and have a good night.
All right, you too. Thank you.
All right, that was Chris Robinson, or Christopher Robinson. I should have asked him which name he would prefer, so I cannot offend anyone. But he came home in the second place position. Obviously, he wants to get the win here at one of the tracks that he likes. Came up a little short. And we will talk to the leader right now who did end up getting the win, Ryan Andrew, in that number 88 Camaro. Hey, Ryan, it's Ben in the booth. You copy?
Yep, I do.
All right, so you did come home victorious today, but you did have to earn it against some very talented drivers. So how was it there? Coming to the finish with like 5 laps to go and throughout the race.
Man, it was quite the battle. I think Christopher got a little bit too far in front, and I was able to just draft up to him and pass him on the inside with the slide job.
Yeah, it was a smart move. In his interview, he said that you outsmarted him. So do you feel like you did that, or do you feel like it was more luck of the draw?
With that package, it's really just avoiding the dirty air and trying to stay side by side with the car on the outside. And as I was able to get underneath of them, I think that's the move that won me the race.
Gotcha. Well, it was definitely entertaining to watch. Are there any other moments that you want to point out because you've been running top three the entire race with various drivers?
I think there was a few guys that were maybe faster than the guys that we had up there at the end that got damaged and wrecked and stuff.
Gotcha. Well, you're not a different 80. All right, yeah, you're not in the playoffs, but still good points night for you, trying to get the best of the rest. So head into the next race, Watkins Glen. How do you feel about that?
I really don't know how I'm gonna stack up. Road courses are my favorite tracks to go to, so hoping that I can get a strong result.
Gotcha. Well, hopefully, assuming the race is broadcasted, we could be able to watch you there and see what you can do.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right. Well, before we let you go, anyone you want to thank for your performance tonight?
Um, I want to thank who should I thank? I want to thank my right rear tire changer for getting me some fast pit stops.
Does he have a name?
Uh, call him Hank.
Hank. All right. Nice job, Hank. All right, but yeah, nice job tonight. Once again, congratulations, and we'll see you next week at Watkins Glen.
Thank you.
That was Ryan Andrew in the number 88. Came home with a checkered flag here tonight at Kansas. It was eventful coming to the end. Lots of stuff to talk about. Hopefully you guys were entertained. If not, well, I don't know. Find a way to entertain yourself. Get a fidget spinner. Another outdated device. But anyways, this is Matt Moreau in the booth. We might see you next week at Watkins Glen because I am the